leadership is about learning, compiling knowledge, but then what are you going to do with that knowledge? How are you going to relay that to people in a way where they want to listen to you and they respect you for it? I'm Kristine Antanesian. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm a biology and psychology dual degree. It's my final year at UMBC. All of the leadership experiences I had leading up to last year were local or regional, but last year everything became international because my home country, Armenia, was going through a war. The specific leadership moment that was the culmination of last year was this protest that happened maybe three or 4 weeks into the war. And it happened at Freedom Plaza in DC. It was 1,000 people came and gathered from all over the country to be with us in the nation's capital, outside of the White House, strongest guy in the world, most powerful country, and there was Armenians there in front of the White House, raising our voices and making sure that we were doing our part to fight for the homeland. So how it worked was we're at Freedom Plaza. There's this concrete block basically, and I'm supposed to get on top of it so I can kind of, MC this protest. I'm looking around me 360 degrees, just a sea of Armenians, and everyone's looking to me, and I'm looking at them, and what I'm seeing is like the emotional anger on every face, the tears running down people's eyes, the way that they're grasping the posters that say, like, Artsakh is Armenian, stop the killing, stop the hate. Armenia wants peace. And seeing people the way they were waving the Armenian flag, right? So seeing that happen and kind of being at the helm was an incredibly enlightening experience, enlightening experience, and it sort of, my whole life as an Armenian, you hear about these things, you hear about war, you hear about tragedy, and you kind of take it upon yourself to find this resilience that everyone tells you you're supposed to have. But then in that moment, I'm like, no, we have it. It's right here, it's all around me. And to be able to lead something like that it's difficult to even characterize how it felt. I think you can never talk enough about leadership, because I think as we all grow older, you kind of realize how important it is, and that sounds obvious to say, like, duh, it's important, but as a kid, you always see people leading, right? You think that it's people with titles, but no, when you grow up, everyone is a leader in their own way. Leadership is about learning, compiling knowledge, but then what are you going to do with that knowledge? How are you going to relay that to people in a way where they want to listen to you and they respect you for it? I also associate leadership with just kindness, which I think sometimes people overlook, because when you think of a leader, you think like, puffed out chest, like assertive, which is true, but I think at the core of it is, are you a kind person? Are you listening to the people around you? And are you doing your part to inspire them? Because that is really what makes a good leader. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to, receive this scholarship. Obviously, as far as, my costs for school, it's gonna help me in my last semester. But anything that is left over kind of couldn't have come at a better time, because, the war has officially ended, right? But the damage has been done, and there's a lot of work to be done. How I would use the money is, frankly, to book a flight and go there, because aside from helping them monetarily, they also just really need people on the ground there. Like I said, I'm totally over the sitting back and letting other people do it for you. If there's a need and I have the means to address it, I'm gonna do that. I'm Kristine Antanesian. I've made my mark. How will you make yours?